Hi, and welcome to what I'm calling Devlogs. This is number 11. My name is Jonathan. I'm a game design student and a game developer, or at least trying to become a game developer. And this is probably the biggest devlog I've ever done. I am finally, content wise, halfway done with my game. Realistically, probably more like 65, 70% done with the game just because I'm kind of done building all the major shit. But in this video, I'm just going to go over all my changes to the maps I've made. I'm highly thinking about putting it on Steam, just as early access, so I have something out there. If I do decide to do that, that's going to be a whole nother video. But yeah, I'm just kind of thinking about it. I've been working on this since December of 2023, or maybe the start of January, somewhere in that range. And I just kind of want to get something out there that people can play. It might not be great, but it's something I've been working hard at and learning a lot from. And so just having it out there in the world so people can actually see what I'm doing would be nice. But again, I'm rambling. That's going to be something that I'm figuring out in the next couple weeks here if I want to put it on Steam or not. But let's just get into the devlog, huh? Alrighty. So I've been talking a lot about how I'm going to revamp all my levels. I did a whole showcase on my tutorial level, so I'm probably not going to go into that again. But as for these levels, I added in, so this is like my little medieval town. It's more puzzle focused, less platforming. First big change is these rocks. Before they're just green mountains. I have them, here let me just hide all these. So before, this is what it looked like, really ugly. So I took a lot of time just to sit there and place those rocks in so it looks a little more natural. Go. And I created this new little area. This is like new entrance area. Now there's this new area up here, and I just tweaked a lot of like the little puzzles, changed a few things up. All of my levels now have voice acting. It's fully voiced. Let me just I've showed this off before, but and also you can hear the music in the background.
Time to glass the proverbial leash. You're gonna be great.
Yeah, you can keep on talking to him. That's one way, or just like a lot of text pop-ups like this.
Only the proper entry gates get in. I wonder where they might be.
Just a lot of stuff like that, and then obviously footsteps, noises for things. Things like these lifts have like noises to them. It's like the startup noise. Hope you can hear that. Brings you up. There's a lot of stuff like that. So yeah, that was mainly what I did for this level, is just adding this cliff face, new area, tweaking all the puzzles, making sure everything was working and was more polished. This level is when I discovered I had an issue with my what I want to call it, like scoring system. Let me see if I can give me a minute while I sort through my unorganized files, and you can see my bad naming conventions. I believe it's in the game mode. Just a moment here. Yeah, I basically just had where is it actually? Oh yeah, so I have two types of like viruses that the player can find, like one that can move, and then one that's just kind of static. And I didn't have it set up to take into account for the ones that can move. So it's very simple stuff. I'm just dumb, but just have it gets all the actors of the moving class and all the actors of the static class. Gets both of their lengths, adds them together, and it sets that to the max score. So now it just works. Stupid stuff like that I just realized, like, oh, hey, that's broken. I need to fix that. So did that. Let's see. I'm trying to think of what else I want to say on this level. I mean, obviously, I put a ton of time into making it. It's just don't want to talk about it too much because I'd rather I play it. Update all the looks for stuff like these teleportation stuff. That looks different now. Has like a little glowy effect. Replaced all the assets with like final assets. I don't know. I'm just I'm gonna move on to the next level. Show you what I did there. What's this level? Oh, actually, no. I don't want to. I want to wait until I don't want to get too deep into this devlog before I show this off because it took me. I finally got my main menus all working, which is really nice. So, have level select. These are the 4 finished levels. These are the 4 levels I still have to make, which is going to be coming after this. But you can see you can select any level, controls, all that. Well, again, another simple thing took me a while to figure out was making it so like when I click on level select, it destroys that last widget blueprint for the UI and creates a new one. And then when I hit back, it destroys that one and creates the main menu one again. That's something in my previous projects I just didn't have. I had like, if you were to hit the level select, you would be taken to a whole nother like map basically that had the other menu on it. It was really clumsy. It took a long time to load. It was very stupid of me, but glad I figured it out. So let's just actually use the level select to go into this level. Actually, I guess I won't be able to fly around if I do it that way. Bear with me. Again, I know this is rambly. I don't think anyone's watching though. So, this level was a huge overhaul. Again, first of all, just added a lot of details into the cliff faces, like fleshed out the science facility aspect of it a lot more. Just added a lot of these meshes, decorated, and then of course also again the cliffs were extremely ugly. So give me just a moment here. So this is what it did look like beforehand. And I was like, that's not acceptable. That looks disgusting. So I went in and just hand placed a bunch of cliffs. So now it looks a lot better when you're actually running through. And then tweaked some things, added in some more obstacles. Finalized like some sounds on this stuff. Not that really matters, but like the sounds I had that I didn't really like, so I created some new ones. Obviously, this level now is a soundtrack. Simple stuff. And this is also, I kind of did, I showed a few, I don't know if on my YouTube channel I've showed off videos, but added bounce pads to this level, and I'm going to be using the bounce pads going forward. But I did that by introducing this whole new area. I actually have a few new areas in this map because it was very short and just disappointing. So I used to like bounce across here. It's probably gonna break, but yeah.
Perhaps we bounce.
Again, more of like my terrible voice acting. Still working on the bounce pads a little bit. It's not wanting to work. It's kind of like a sometimes it works perfectly, sometimes it doesn't, as you're seeing right now. So yeah, let me show you. So there's actually a whole other area that I added to this map. Right before the final sequence, you get kind of like teleported away to this area, and this is like a real test of the bounce pads. So you have to sit there and you have to bounce up and go all the way up, do some moving platform stuff. So it's like you get teleported back into the code space, and it's just pretty simple, like you're moving your way up, but it's fun. And you teleport out, you go back to finish off the level. And then of course, level 4, this is a level that I didn't need to do a ton of work on because it was already like very solid, and this level is what made me go back and overhaul my other levels because I was like, the quality level is just not there for the other ones compared to this one. But I still had to go in and just add the voice acting, sounds, write the dialogue, just adding like a lot of small details. Like, I mean, this stuff's all over the map, but like having like the sparks come out of the wires, and then also have a sound cue for the sparks, and then playing with that sound cue. It's like, okay, well, how should it sound? How far away should the player be for him to hear it? What's like the drop-off distance? All that. And so I have like a ton of like, in all my maps I have a ton of sounds like that is just like the player has to take into account. And you see like here, it's like you walk up to this like little like green energy thing, it plays a little sound when you touch it. and just a whole lot of stuff like that. So many kind of inner workings of all of my maps right now, but yeah, you go through here, a whole bunch of stuff happens. You go through here, whole bunch of stuff, whole bunch of stuff. Come in here. I love this area. This is probably my favorite area I've made. I think it just looks nice, and there's a nice little challenge that I won't spoil. I think it was worth the first time I succeeded in kind of like giving the player like a open area and just kind of like, hey, there's like a little puzzle here. You have to figure out how to get up this lift. Look around, play around. You'll figure it out eventually. So that's fun. And then there's the final big sequence going through here and doing a whole bunch of platforming. You have to fight off these turrets and all the rest. So there's that. Trying to think of what else I want to talk about. Just going to stop the recording so I don't ramble too much, and I'll be right back. Okay, well, I guess I really don't have much more to say in this dev vlog. It's really just been a lot of heads down, working on finalizing these last 4 levels, and I'm talking about it and just kind of just talking about it real quick, but it's been a lot of time, and spent a lot of time trying to figure out like what the little dialogue line should be and just how things should look and rethinking all these areas. And that took a lot of work. But I'm happy to be done with it, and I have no illusions about what this game is. It's my first real project of all time, and I'm just trying to get through it and not break everything. And so far, it's going good. I'm proud of the 4 levels I do have, and I'm excited to make the next 4 because I think they're going to be even better. Just because each level I make, it's getting better and better for the most part. Just going back and overhauling that tutorial level for the first time is like, okay, wow, even the past like few months I have come a long way and have a lot better ideas of what's actually engaging and interesting to go through. So yeah, I'm just excited to start on the next 4 levels. Like I said, Steam, I have no idea if that's going to happen. I would like it to. Just get it out in early access. It's there. I don't expect people to play it, but it's just something for me that I can say, okay, I did this. I am going to continue to work on this, update it, and then move on to the next thing that will hopefully be even better. That's pretty much it. Thank you for watching devlog number 11. I have no idea what I'm going to name this, but appreciate you watching if you're here, and see you in the next one, whenever that might be.